Hello everyone and welcome to the Voidcast. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons and more importantly, have a lot of fun doing it. This will be the 9th live episode of the Precipice of Dreams. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if you've been here with us before, welcome back. We really appreciate that all of you are coming along on this adventure with us. So, how is everyone doing in chat? I see a sub, I see a hey and excited, so it sounds good. Well, before we get started, I'm gonna give the word to Michel, who will talk some stuff.
Yes. So, thank you all for joining us, and if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you as well. We really need your help on growing this channel and the content that we create. So be sure to like and subscribe on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Also follow us on Instagram and Facebook for all the behind-the-screen stuff and the artwork that our resident artist Eric makes. And if you also on Discord, please join us in our own Discord channel. We love to hang out with you, talk to you, discuss. I will be posting on all the social media a monthly schedule for the month October, so you can easily see when and where we are streaming and when our new VODs drop on YouTube. And I will be dropping that this week. On it, you will see that Monday next week, I will be here with Parallel Projections, a show where me and Jasper play through Planescape Torment. And the day after, Jasper, take it away. The day after.
We're shifting like that.
Yes, we're doing it like that.
It's new.
It's new like that.
Well, I'm really bad at catching balls, so. But maybe I'm good at catching digital ones. So, whoop! Oh man, look at that. Anyway, so yeah, the day after we'll be talking Void. So there we will be discussing some new topic with our guest. Who's our guest on our next show?
Is it me again?
I think it's Michel, right?
Wait, yeah. Are we Are you going completely round and round?
Yeah, because last time we switched Eric and Michel, so I think in the normal progression it should be Michel again, or it should be Eric.
Wow, we prepared this well.
No, this is half the fun. But I did
volunteer for next session.
You volunteer?
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I volunteer too. I mean, choose me as tribute. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, one, two.
Do D4.
Okay, it will be a surprise who's my next guest. So it's...
Oh my god.
So it's just like the show, Rocher.
Yeah, just like Talking Void, but not this one. This one's semi-professional.
Yeah, but
or at least I like to think so.
We started by catching a ball that wasn't there and everything, so...
True.
There was an inside joke in there, but okay.
Yeah, there was? Oh yeah, I know. Anyway, so the topic of next Talking Void, I have that prepared, is what is the best plot twist one of your characters has ever experienced? Yeah, well, I know mine.
Okay, I pass.
I certainly know mine.
Yeah.
I'm curious already.
Okay, anyone else volunteer?
Okay, I'll go then. I'll go.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go.
You go?
I volunteer as tribute. I mean,
nice. Okay. Let's sacrifice him then.
It's like the Aztecs, human sacrifice because of spill. Anyway, to you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, actually, I have got a little surprise for you guys in store. You might want to turn your attention to the stream if you haven't already, like you four guys. And of course, the people on Twitch can see it anyway.
Yes.
You're ready for this? Here it comes. Wait.
Still watching.
Oh my god! Look at that!
Oh my god!
Wow! Yeah, new overlay.
Wow. That looks
That
insane.
is so insanely cool.
Eric, oh my god. That's insane.
What just happened?
Wow.
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 I have a 50-second delay, so I'm still watching the old.
I think you slaved over 18 hours on this one, so I think you know what it looks like.
That looks insane, dude. The detail on all the detail on all the frames is amazing. That's crazy.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I had a very busy weekend this weekend, so was talking a lot with Roger. I spoke more with him than my wife, so. But
There was some jealousy involved, yeah.
As he wasn't laying beside you in bed, then I think it's okay.
But yeah, so our stream leveled up. Which reminds me, because I forgot last time, so did you guys.
Upgrades all around.
So you're all level 3 now. And
Wow.
yeah, shall we do rolling for hit points now, or you want to do it when we've actually started?
Let's do it now, and then we can dive right into the story after the introduction.
And the thing is, with my so easy to use sheet, Roger, that you so much dislike, it will be so easy to wrap up in just a couple of seconds.
So it is much slower than just writing it down on a traditional piece of paper.
That's
I'm doing all the other stuff, like calculating your book. Anyway.
No, it's a nice sheet, Jasper. It's a nice sheet. It's just a memory hog.
I will roll for hit points. I will roll a d8. Just mentioning it.
Another level barbarian.
Can be any class. Yeah, it's not barbarian because it's a d8. But let's say 1.
Oh,
we re-roll.
No, we don't.
One.
We actually don't re-roll. No, we'll take the coward's way out, and if you roll below the average, you get the average. So in the player's handbook, you can see another number noted beside your hit die, and if it's a d8, that number will be 5. And if you roll lower than a 5, it counts as you rolling.
You know what's sad? That this happened exactly the last time as well.
Yep, me too.
Also rolled a 1 and got 5.
Then you're slightly above average still. So
yeah.
I'll take my camera.
Well, that's seriously.
This is extra exciting because we can see what he was rolling.
Ooh, that's a 6. I don't know if you guys can see it, but.
No, we can't. Oh, there it is. It's a 6, which is exactly the number you would have got if you rolled lower.
Yes,
average Joe.
No, but
yes,
I like this rule.
Of mediocrity is continuing on.
No, but I like this rule because it ensures that you guys have at least some hit points, and I can lay on the punishment a bit more during combat.
I don't know if I should be excited or scared.
I'd rather have.
Now.
Okay, so
Solving?
Yeah.
You want me to first?
Yeah.
Do you want to finish? And then I'm going to go. Yeah, 2, which makes 5.
Okay. Wow, this is
yes.
Yeah.
What were you saying about laying on the pain because we all had so much hit points?
At least it's average, right?
What did you say?
You're average. I said well.
Oh, well. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said 12.
Yeah.
Oh, 12.
That's normal for a barbarian. Bowen the barbarian.
No, I'm going to roll on camera as well.
Nice.
Can't get any worse. Yeah,
2. Oh, you're okay.
Yeah. Slight.
So that's
2. Yeah.
It's product placement there. It's.
Yeah. You know what the problem here was, Jasper? You didn't roll it. You just dropped it out of your hand.
Yeah, true. So that's a 4.
What? You rolled a 2.
Yeah, which becomes a 4 on the D6.
He's like a half barbarian. And half
I just thought you couldn't read the eyes on the die. that one.
Yeah, that as well. That's why I rolled on camera.
I mean, I know somebody else in this group that does that.
Who? Marineas?
Oh, yeah,
No, it was 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago with Jin. With the, what was it, the 18 or something, where the 8 is...
Oh, yeah.
Cheater.
13, I think.
I'm on 30 plus hit points.
Yeah, I have this stupid dice, which half of my numbers are fading because they're black on white, and then they become white on white, and then you don't see anything anymore.
Anyway, I'm still
Right.
not past the 20 hit points, so...
Me neither.
So much for punishment, right?
Much for
That'd be great. Punishment's going to feel a lot more heavy when you don't.
I'll
have
just
it.
pretend you guys rolled higher. Okay?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's okay.
Okay, then.
Then I pretend I roll natural 20s all the time.
All right.
I'm just still looking at that overlay. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
And the overlay is so cool. Oh, man.
Yeah, before we start, we're gonna roll the world trailer, and then we'll go into the recap with Michel. So here comes Adon.
Adon. Over 200 years ago, the world trembled in the wake of the last god. When the gods disappeared, they took all the fire magic with them, and the world fell into chaos. 6 years after the godfall, a new god arose. Adon, god of the world. But the damage had been done. Even now, the world remains wounded. More and more land masses have become corrupted, leaving them uninhabitable and dangerous. Now, 5 unlikely adventurers gather, and the world will be changed forever as they journey beyond the Precipice of Dreams.
And then we can...
I thought we were doing Bowen's death this time.
Oh, sorry.
We're back, guys.
I got
We're back.
schedules wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But don't stop praising Eric. That's okay.
We almost spoiled Bowen's death.
Yeah, we almost spoiled Bowen's death.
So for the recap, we'll turn to Michel this time around.
Yes. All right. So I have to
Also
read.
taking control.
I have to read a bit as well. I prepared this. Trade professionals. Okay. So our last. This is episode 9. Yes, correct. Yes. Okay. The recap. There are many reasons to travel to Brentwick. Whether you are on an important mission in search of knowledge, visiting an old friend, or trying to find yourself. For this group, it could be any or all of the above. In the city of Perraud, Oddleif, Bowen, Solwing answered Sir Gunther and his squire Thomas's call to travel together to the city of Brentwick. After all, there is safety in numbers. At least, that's what they thought. After multiple attacks by bandits, witnessing the beginning of an all-corrupting wound of the world, fighting strange monsters, and uncovering a powerful magical artifact, the group found themselves in the city of Brester. Here Thomas rescued a strange sleeping pixie, and Oddleif tampered with the magical artifact. The artifact transported Oddleif to a living nightmare where she struggled to keep her sanity while trying to escape. She did, but at what cost? Her return saw her crash through the roof of a church of Adon, with numerous witnesses now calling her the angel that fell from the skies. The group managed to leave Brester in peace, but could not help but feel that their presence had made an incredible impact on the town. That night, while resting in a well-hidden part of the forest, they were attacked again, this time by strange monstrous plants. The group fought and survived again, but it took a toll on poor Sir Gunther. Oddleif was the last to see him, promising him she wouldn't tell Thomas of Gunther's current state. Meanwhile, Solwing noticed someone observing the group from the trees. He gave chase and encountered a fellow Avaryn. Unlike Solwing's good nature, this Avaryn seemed to have ill intent and attacked Solwing. After a brief fight, Solwing fled back to the group, leaving the unknown nefarious Avaryn behind. But for how long? Now, the morning after the nightly forest battle, as the pixie saved by Thomas finally woke up, the group discovered Sir Gunther, his back against a rock, wheezing and coughing up blood. What ails Sir Gunther, and will he recover? Who is the mysterious Pixie Petal? What and where is the grove? Who is the Druid? Who was the nefarious Avaryn that was observing the group in the night? Find out tonight, hopefully, in the Precipice of Dreams.
Probably not.
Wow, there are a lot of questions, and I'm not sure they're all going to be answered tonight.
No, but we can
let's
always
go for
hope.
one at least, right?
Yes.
So, can you set the scene so we can?
Yeah, so you're still at the part of the forest where you overnighted. It's well into the morning now, and there's some remains of corrupted plants lying scattered around, while you guys have just packed in your sleeping bags and other stuff. Had a breakfast already? I'm not too sure, actually. And Sir Gunther is sitting there wheezing. You guys forgot about him for a while talking to the Pixie Petal. But now, once you realized that he hadn't spoken for a while, you went to find him and found him still in the camp, but all by himself and wheezing and coughing up blood.
He was passed out, right?
Yeah, he was passed out.
Oh, okay, that's my mistake.
So he's wheezing. There are specks of blood on his beard, but he is not responding. So
what do you do?
So I rush towards him and push everyone aside when I reach him, and start looking at his mouth and feeling his forehead, pressing on his chest, but not too hard, of course. Just checking him up to see what's happening, and I feel that I'm the most qualified to do so. So I totally push everyone aside to do my job.
Okay.
I let myself be pushed away because
even Thomas is taking his distance and lets you do his work. So Sir Gunther, he feels warm to the touch. So as soon as you feel his forehead, it's like he has a fever.
Should I roll a medicine check to see?
Yeah, please do.
Him?
Please do.
Oh, that's quite. So that's 17 plus 4, 21.
Wow, that's a huge success. So, Erik, why don't you explain what's happening?
Okay, yeah. Sir Gunther has a fever. He is not reacting or responding. He has specks of blood on his beard. So he is definitely not okay. You think the fever can be broken, but you need to use some medicine on him. The regular healing spells won't work this time.
Okay. So I look at everybody. He's running a big fever. I think I can cure that, but these specks of blood really worry me in a big way. I don't know if it's just started this night, that coughing of up blood, but that doesn't bode well for his internal systems.
I look over at
organs.
I look over at Thomas when Bowen asks whether this started this night or whether it was known already, and I intently watch Thomas for a reaction.
Thomas says, this happened last year once. We were out in the wild hunting, and when we set up camp, Sir Gunther was having a fever, but he was still conscious at the time. He was coughing a lot and covering his mouth. I believe I then saw a speck of blood also, but yeah, we just hunted down this boar, and the boar trampled over him during its escape. So I thought it was due to the boar trampling over Sir Gunther.
Okay.
Do you think you can cure him by magical means, Bowen?
The Aiden gives me some power over a person's health. It's more the wounds that I can cure than the internal disease. But I could at least try, and I have some herbs in my chest that I could use to aid me in applying some medicine to the cause. I think that all in all, he needs some rest and needs to stay flat for a while. We have to take care of him.
Yeah, if we take about 10 minutes, then I can aid you in seeing if we can get him back up and cure him.
Thomas says, "Tell me whatever to do, and I will do it, as long as he gets better."
You come and help me, Oddleif. Let's start applying some herbs, and Thomas, if you can relieve him of his armor, maybe. I think you're the best one, the most capable one to do that, at least.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And Thomas gets on the job, so he starts loosening the straps and relieving him of the armor.
Oddleif starts humming and singing softly while encouraging Bowen in what he's doing, being very comforting and encouraging.
You want to give him an inspiration die?
Well, I can give him an inspiration die, yes.
For whatever checks coming up, if any, at all.
No, I didn't want to give him an inspiration die. What I wanted to do was use Song of Rest. Ooh, which means that if he heals hit points, then he will heal an additional d6.
That's
nice.
Cool. That's cool.
Which I thought was interesting. Since we're that kind of stream, I wanted to discuss it because I think Song of Rest says that it doesn't need to be the hit die you recover. It literally says if you use soothing. So let's see. You regain hit points at the end of a short rest. Each of those creatures regains a 1d6 additional hit points. So I first thought it was about when you use hit die to regain hit points, but that is never mentioned. It just says if you regain hit points.
If you are any friendly creatures,
or
you can hear you regain hit points by spending hit dice at the end of your short rest.
Where does that say?
Second sentence. If you or any friendly creatures who can hear you your performance regain hit points by spending hit dice at the end of short rest, each of those creatures regains an additional.
Jasper, that
awesome character sheet
that you were posting about.
I thought that was a pretty shitty ability, so I just skipped it.
Kinda agree with that though.
but no.
Okay,
I don't know what happened there. I have no idea why it's.
It's not important.
You don't have to apologize here.
I give you D6 inspiration, Jasper. I give you D6 inspiration.
Okay, and I guide myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, Adon, please help me cure this man. And I touch myself on the shoulder again, and some yellow light comes off my hand, and I feel the best Bowen I can be at that moment, inspired and everything.
Well, on the stream you're basking in Adon's light as well, right? On the stream now, you are in the top right corner.
That's so cool.
Basking in the light of Adon.
So, and Oddleif, are you aiding me? So then you can roll a d20 as well.
Yes, I am aiding, and you have a d6 inspiration.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
So that's good. So plus 9 in this instance, because the inspiration die gave me a 1 and the guidance gave me a 4. So that's 26 total. Yeah, I'm just going to spend it because I feel...
Yeah, so
I have to do my best to help him.
Okay.
My total would be 20, but so it doesn't.
This sounds a bit higher. Well, that's very good result. So I'll leave it up to Eric once again.
It's his dice with my bonus because he rolled higher, right?
Oh, he rolled higher. Okay, yeah. Then I thought he mentioned.
Okay,
so 17 with my bonus.
Okay.
Plus
in essence, you give advantage to him.
Yeah. So it is as if you are rolling the dice.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Sir Gunther coughs again. This time a little less specks of blood than the last time. He opens his eyes. He squints at his eyes a bit when he opens them, just like you've seen sunlight for the first time in the day. And the first reaction he gives is, Raymond? Raymond, is it you? His fever seems to break a bit. And he passes out again, but his breathing is now steadying. So he breathes normally now, he's not wheezing, and he just looks like he's asleep.
Oh.
I'm going to, if that's okay, do a little bit in the meantime, because you were all busy saving Gunter. Mm-hmm. What Solwyn did was actually fly up, and he disappeared into the trees. And about at this time, you start hearing wood crack and branches fall to the ground. Because I've been scouting for long, nice, straight branches to make a little bit of a
stretcher.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool.
Awesome. Yeah, as soon as Thomas sees Solwyn, break branches, and he sees his intent, then he follows Solwyn and gathers the branches so they can start making a stretcher for Sir Gunther.
Cool.
Right. I was kind of worried he was going to build a nest there, but yeah.
Lay an egg.
How do you people make stretchers?
Come on, I will show you.
Okay, I will fit in. Because I think that I don't know how you are going to put them on the horse, but if you would do it the same as us, we would bind them in sheets so that we can stick poles through them and then we can just carry them.
I think we will do so likewise, because binding them on the horse won't improve his health at the moment.
No, but if
we can always weekend at Bernie's. Weekend with Bernie's.
During the stretcher making, Thomas is constantly looking over his shoulder and see towards Sir Gunther, and at one time he looks at Bowen, really worried, and for the first time you see fear in Thomas's eyes, and he looks for a kind of confirmation.
Bowen says to you, he will make it at least this day, and hopefully much longer.
Okay, Thomas nods and he goes back to work on the stretcher.
So I bow up to Gunter and I whisper, well, at least I hope so.
All this while, who was carrying around Petal?
I am.
You are.
Tom?
She thought you smelled.
Oh, no, Thomas.
Oh, no, that's true. We gave her Thomas. Thomas is carrying Petal, yeah.
Yeah, you had this weird smell around you.
Sorry. Role-playing Gunter now. For everyone on stream, I'm having a bit of a cold, so I'm in quarantine right now. Thomas was carrying Petal, but Thomas is paying no mind at all to Petal at the moment.
Yeah, but she's looking at what you're doing and kind of interested. She does ask.
So she's standing on the ground now. She's standing on the ground now, or
no? She's sitting on his shoulders.
Okay.
She has trouble flying, though she tries sometimes, but she hops up and then lands again because she can't maintain height.
Does her wing seem hurt or broken or torn or?
No, they seem fine. It's she thinks it's fatigue. If you ask.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be my next step.
Yeah, apparently she was locked inside that bottle for a while and didn't get to spread her wings at all. But okay, continue.
Yeah, so I think we finish making the stretcher, and then we try to put Sir Gunther on the stretcher as comfortable as possible.
And in the meantime, you've for the first time you see Bowen taking up some books and scrolling through them and scribbling additional parts into what seems to be a spell book, and adding lines and things that weren't there before. And as he works on that for a couple 30 minutes or so, he says, finally, and then he starts looking intently at the page, and while he mutters below his breath, and then in the end he says, if you need help lifting, I can do that now, but not for that long, maybe an hour or so.
Okay, but an hour of relief, that would be great, Bowen.
Yes, that's really impressive. Did you just figure that out? How to do that?
No. I've been studying. I have all these incomplete spells in my spell book that I started investigating while I was still at my cloister, and I got inspired by this situation and thought I need to finish that spell that I started a couple of years ago right now, because it might be of some use at this moment.
So how does that work? The arcane magic in the cloister where you're from?
Well, they frowned upon it a bit, but I was special enough to be allowed to train in the arcane arts next to my divine art studies. So, and it. Well, as I've always said, I started learning some of the arcane at a time in the cloister when everything was, there was a kind of elation in the world. You know, it was years after the famine, and then all these new discoveries were being made, and they just thought, well, here's this guy who doesn't get the hang of the divine magic as quickly as he could have, and here he's discovering his own way of marking down these arcane runes and words, and so they let me. And it's always under careful guidance from the two sisters who raised me there. So, yeah.
Awesome.
That's why I'm going to Alkin in Brentwick, you know, to
Yes,
finally,
that I knew that you were going to visit this. Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but what we're working on with Thomas, you have the structure as in the thing that he lies on.
Yeah.
But what Solwing adds, which would probably not be common to you, is that he binds sheets to the ends of the stretcher, which he binds upwards and on two cross bolts, two cross balken,
Cross beams.
cross beams.
And we can use that as soon as we exit the forest to put them on the horses, so that we don't have to carry them, but that the horses will do it.
Okay, wow.
Because that's how we, if we have wounded and we need to carry them, we can only carry them like this if we fly.
Seems like you've missed your calling as an engineer of some sort, Solwing.
I didn't think of this. This is very common in my place, but it's useful, so I thought I will learn how to do it.
And I'm grateful that you did.
So, are we in a hurry now? I don't know what we are going to do now, because we have to think of Gunter. We have to go to this grove. Which, hey, Petal, we still have to talk to you a bit more, maybe.
Yes, please. I have questions.
Gunter's health is... Sorry?
I have questions. A lot.
Oh, you? Yeah, of course.
Thomas.
See if we can.
Thomas, scares a bit. Oh, there's still someone on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little miss, he said.
That's okay, answer.
So, I think that once are we ready to move, right? And we need to have a destination.
Yeah, I think that we still need to go to the town first.
So the next town was still
Woutford.
Woutford, yes.
Yes, but was still like 1 or 2 days, or how?
No, it's actually on horse. It shouldn't be that long.
But we couldn't take the horses through the.
No, you can go back to the main road from here, which is that far, and then travel east a bit more until you have to go down the forest path. But it's still better than here, so the horses can walk next to each other, and you can put Gunter on top of them. But no, you can't travel fast on horse there. You have to travel carefully because there's all these fallen trees in the road, and it's not that well kept or paved at all.
So how long would it take us to go there?
It shouldn't be more. Wait, I'll have to look it up, but it shouldn't be more than a day. I think you can make it in. Well, you have to walk for a bit now. So I think.
Can we make it by nightfall? Like even if it's like in the middle of the night?
I think so. I'm gonna check, but I think so.
It's really early. It's also really early in the morning, right? Because we got attacked. I think we woke up pretty early.
I think Bowen slept in though. Bowen slept in.
I think Thomas never slept.
I slept in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well.
And first he gets slept and then he slept in.
I suggest we. I suggest we go to the next town, and at the very least we can leave Gunther there in care while we maybe see if we can help out Petal.
So from Brester to Woutford is a journey of 70 kilometers. I'm not sure how much it is in miles, but normally it would take 2 days. When you go by foot, but you had horses for a better part of the journey, so I think you can cut it down into a 1.5 days journey, which means you're kind of at a halfway point. No,
I think we're already past that, right? Because if you
travel the whole day with only short breaks, then you should arrive there in the evening.
We even traveled during the night.
Yeah, for a bit, but not that much.
Yeah, but we started later in the.
It's not that early in the morning. Anyway, I think if you leave right now, then and you don't have any problems on the way, then you should reach Woutford by nightfall.
Yeah, then I think that we should definitely do that, and then decide what. Like, if we can at least get Gunther the care and rest that he needs, then we can figure out what to do. We can talk it over while traveling.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do that. But so now I don't have to use my spell.
Yes, you do, because we need to get him out of the forest where the horses can't carry him. So you need to use your spell to get him on the road so that we can use the horses.
Just thought I wasn't going to be able to cast my spell on that.
Just threw away.
Like that. Yeah. So
throw away all your spells now. I'm sure we won't get attacked.
That's why. Well, I'm using 2 level 1 spell slots for this, and I concentrate on the wooden structure that has been constructed, and at the opposite ends, a disc appears, a little bit transparent, 1 inch thick, 3 foot in diameter. And or nearly a meter, 2.5 centimeters. Anyway, they are palish yellow, and I lift my hands and I say, "Rise, because I always wanted to do that. And they started to lift the wooden construct into the air.
Sorry.
This is where he reveals himself as the evil big bad.
The necromancer. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm casting Raise Dead on Gunter, even though he's still alive. I'm lifting the construct and I start walking with my horse, and it starts following me over the ground, about 2 feet from the ground. And,
Bowen's floating disc.
Yeah.
Bowen's floating
disc. Yeah, 2 of them, and they will stay for 1 hour, so that would be enough.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be role-playing Gunther for the rest of the way.
So,
I thought you were going to cough again.
Yes.
So we spoke briefly this morning before we discovered Gunther, and there's so much that I want to ask you. First off, what is the Grove? Where is it? Who's the Druid? What do you know about the other world that I have been to?
This is the other world.
Valley place. Sorry?
Oh, that place. Yeah, that's bad.
What do you know about it? Have you ever been there?
No, but it's coming closer.
It's coming closer to the Grove,
Yeah.
or to this world.
No, the Grove. And this world maybe too. I don't know.
Well, I actually have a working theory on that.
Okay. Why is your hair blue?
Because I dyed it. It's
okay.
actually black.
It's actually... Oh, why would you dye it then blue?
You can see it in
Nice.
the roots. Well, humans with blue hair are not too common. As in, they are very uncommon. As in, I have actually never met any other human with blue hair. So,
Me neither. But then again, you're about the 10th human I've met.
Wait, I just outed myself. Yeah, I switched it around. Let's go back 1 second, because I would never have said that, if that's okay. No.
Okay.
To the answer, why do you dye your hair? No, actually, no. I think that I said that to Petal. I said it. It's there. It's what I said. You can see that Oddleif is pretty flustered and actually quite surprised that she said that. She wasn't planning on saying that.
So yeah, but yeah, the Grove is just the Grove, you know? That's where we live. And the Druid is the Druid. He takes care of the Grove. So he takes care of us.
In this world? In this world or somewhere else?
No, of course not. That would be weird.
Another place.
Yes.
How can you travel to that other place then?
Well, through the Druid tree. I mean, the Druid, he has this tree, and you can just go into the tree, and then you're here. No, wait, but it's the other way around. If you're here, then you go to the tree, and then you're there.
Is this tree close by?
I don't know. I know somewhat where it is, but distances are a bit weird here.
Are they now? But this world behind the tree or whatever it is isn't the same world as where Oddleif has been.
I don't know. I don't know where she's been.
The approaching thing you talked about.
Oh, that thing.
That thing.
Well, not yet.
What not yet?
Well, it's not yet the same world.
As which world? This world or your world?
I'm confused now.
I'm confused as well.
I think we're all confused.
You're saying you're from a world that can be reached through a tree, right?
Yeah. So, my turn.
That is not
Why
his
does he
role.
have wings and you don't?
So what I meant to say about
No.
the hair,
Answer my
I
question.
paint my hair blue just to stand out and rebel against my parents. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I know
Because
someone with
no
blue hair.
other-
She's also quite rebellious.
There are no other humans with blue hair, and that's why I chose blue as a color to dye my hair, which is usually black normally. My own
It does
color.
this a lot, redirecting the flow of the conversation to a totally different aspect of the discussion.
Yeah,
Who
but
does
I
that?
want to know why he
You.
has wings and you don't.
Because I'm another creature, just like you. Other creature than you.
You're not just like me. You're from here.
You have wings.
But like in
Yeah.
other,
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're a different species.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
As are you, right?
Explains why you don't look at like them at all.
Yeah, it totally does.
But
Agreed.
you, Oddleif, have wings on your shoulders. Those are fake. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's one. It's a family heirloom. It's a shoulder pad. It's a piece of armor.
Okay. It's not like a trophy or anything. Some
No,
Powerful
they're not
birds you
real
killed or
feathers.
something.
They are man-made.
Okay, this is fun. Your turn.
Sorry.
Do you have any family?
Yes. My turn.
Fair enough.
What's wrong with him? And she points to Gunter.
oh, he's ill. Our turn.
Ah, you understand the game. Nice.
Who can play this game?
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know what to ask.
Can five of us play this game?
Sure.
Yes, sure.
But you're with me
thought
then.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, then we have team. Nice. I like this game.
So, are we going?
Tell us everything you know about the Grove.
It's my home. I've lived there for, I don't know, time? Is time the same here? I mean, where's the moon?
The moon comes up at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's a night?
It's when it's
And
dark.
it's dark.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. That's weird here.
We're now
But we don't have that
transitioning.
there. We don't have that there. It's always the same-ish, but it changes. But like the moon changes, and the stars move, but there's no like that thing over there. And she points at the sun.
Just the sun.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
So the
then
sun
what
and
gives
moon-
warmth to your world.
Magic, of course.
Ah, of course, magic.
Yeah, there's
It's-
a lot less of it here.
It's very useful.
But that's
plot
why they
device
came, I think.
for it.
They want to steal the magic.
In your world.
Yeah, and that's why they stole me.
So how were they able to come up to you to steal you away, and
Yeah,
how did they know about the grove and
the
everything?
druid. I think they captured the druid, and then they used him to come into our world, and they even made camp there, and captured,
So
locked the druid away,
is-
and brought me back out for my dust.
So the Druid is still in the Grove last you saw him.
Yeah, it should be. Would be bad if
turned
you
to-
were away too long.
I turn to Thomas and I ask him, is the druid from our world or from Petal's world?
I think a bit of both.
I have
was-
no idea.
I think he was born in your world.
Wait, you aren't. Well, sorry, stop. You aren't following the rules.
Oh yeah, you're on my team.
On
That's
your
right.
team, and he's asking Thomas. Thomas, answer the man.
I have no idea who's the druid, so I've never heard of a druid.
I know.
And
I know.
Thomas rebukes the question. He asks a question. Petal, the men who took you from your world, were those the same men that kept you in the basement,
I think so.
or did they trade you for something? So
No, I think that they were at least not constantly the same, but like I said, I only met 10 different humans or something.
Can you describe those humans and do you have their names?
Well, you all look alike to me. There was one, I think she was female, who was in charge.
Okay.
Did you catch any names?
Something with
catching, he
with a
doesn't
V.
mean really catching, but
No, I understand.
mind.
I'm not stupid, you know.
No, I just like to explain things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They make more sense.
There's something with a V, Vinton, or something like that. It's hard to hear through a glass bottle.
Thomas wants to see if he can recall anything of any times being spoken of taking magic from another world in his past. So history check or.
It's your past, so a check would be a bit weird, but not that you can recall. There was never talk about, something like this.
Okay.
But it does sound like something they would take advantage of if they got the opportunity.
Yeah, sure, but
So your question again, and then I have a question, please. Come on.
Okay, my question.
Why do you cook so deliciously? I asked Bowen.
Because I like to cook, and I've spent a long time cooking in my cloister. It was my big daytime job there. I spent my time in the kitchens. So, what was the name of the druid? What is?
What is the name of the druid? That's a very good question.
And NPC number 1, the druid.
his name is Hank.
Hank the druid. We just call him the druid. He doesn't have any name, as far as I know.
Inside check.
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
No, I'm looking through my notes, but I didn't give him a name yet. So.
Okay, the druid, huh?
He's just the druid.
The dude.
So I ask Thomas again, because that makes the least sense. Does the druid know magic?
I don't know the druid, and he doesn't catch the reasons why you ask him this question. So I don't know the druid.
She jumps to Solwing's shoulders now and whispers in his ear holes. That's a dumb question. Of course he has magic.
Sorry. I say. It's your turn.
Okay. If he would go to the grove, how would you lead us there?
Well, you can't fly. So, by foot?
No.
I mean, I don't think it would be smart to bring the horses.
But you would know where to find it.
Yeah. I can feel it from here.
And do you know? Can you also feel then what the travel time would be?
No.
So can I be on your team for one question?
Ooh, yeah. So it's us 3 versus you 2 and a sleepy guy.
Yeah, just a short question. Thomas, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. He lies.
And thank you. I'm switching back and I ask about this world that Oddleif...
No, you can't do that. No. You're on our team now. You can't just switch sides willy-nilly.
One question.
No, but that was your question. Now you have to wait the whole round.
No, that's fine.
Have to ask questions as well.
No. I think if we're trading, then it's fair if we get a replacement. So, Petal, if you would like to join Thomas and me, then we can continue this game.
You're just all making up rules now, aren't you? But sure, okay. I'll sit with the bearded one.
Hey, Solwing, we're on the same team again.
Yeah.
Bowen, I think you were about to ask your question.
Splitting the party. This group.
This is confusing me, but okay. So this world that is approaching, it is approaching our world, is my guess. But how do you know of this world that is approaching?
Oh, because it's when my world ends, that one begins.
Okay, somebody else, please, come on with a question for me and Solwing.
Yeah, why do you look like him? Yeah, she asks Solwing.
What? Why do I?
Look like him. Like the other bird one.
Did you also see the other bird one?
Yeah. He was
Last
with
night.
those people that came into the grove.
He was with the people?
Yes.
Ooh.
I didn't know him, but I met him last night. He was watching us.
Well, he was with them, but he was not with them. It was not. They didn't seem like friends or anything, but.
No, but that makes sense. He didn't seem friendly to anyone. They might be a little bit off.
Okay, but you know him though, right? I mean,
if you ever see him or sense him or whatever when you're with us, please immediately mention it, because it might be dangerous.
okay. Yeah, he calls himself Harbinger, I think.
Oh wow.
Well, that doesn't.
That isn't ominous.
That's not ominous at all.
At all. So modest.
My name is Deathblade. I kill
Kinslayer.
Harbinger of puppies.
That's good to know.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
Your turn.
What do you mean that world starts where your world ends, or something? You said it a certain way.
Well, like.
Can you be a bit more descriptive about that aspect?
Okay, so when you walk out of the forest...
Full sentences.
When you walk out of a forest, you're suddenly not in the forest anymore. Yeah?
Okay.
That happens here too, right? That's normal in this world. Yeah. Well, same thing.
So if you would walk to the edge of your grove, would you walk into the other world then?
Well, yeah, you didn't used to,
place.
but yeah, right now it's like that. I mean, the Druid kept it at bay. That's why he has to be okay, because if the Druid's gone, then the grove will just be overtaken by the nightmare.
By the nightmare.
You call it
We
the
have
nightmare?
dreams and nightmares.
It sounds a bit like the corruption has taken hold of their world.
Because you said something about me walking half in a dream, or right?
Yeah, you're weird. I'll ask a question about that in a second. Or are you done? Was this the question?
Yeah.
Can I ask
Come
okay.
on.
So yeah, why are you not here completely? Like half of you
I
is...
have no idea. Okay, so now
Well,
it's our
that's
time.
cheating.
Solwing,
No, you have to guess.
I have to. Oh.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I really have to think about this. I know that I had a confusing experience once when I Dark Delirium had set in, where I woke up kilometers away from my home, and I couldn't remember anything happening in between. So that's the only thing where I can think of that I could have been somewhere else, partly. I don't know. I've often thought about that. So.
Okay, that sounds weird. Like you went to sleep, but you didn't wake up completely. That could explain it.
When I woke up, I was very hungry and eating a deer. So
Yeah, but maybe you didn't wake up completely. Like part of you is still dreaming.
could be. I don't know. But I like honesty, so you asked me the question and I answered. But
That's how this game is played. So you did well.
I think the first time
we're winning,
you told Bowen.
No, we are winning because we were on the team that had the most points before we switched.
No, you
And
switched. You
because
switched
I'm
with me,
still in
and
that-
now I'm winning because I'm asking the better questions.
No, that's not true.
I agree. You were winning when you were in our team.
Yeah, and then I took all of my points
You took your points.
to the blue-haired
Okay.
beard side.
So we're not the only ones adding rules.
No, I made the rules.
These are the official rules.
I think in a way it's my game, you know?
Nah, doesn't sound right.
Do you think the druid could help our friend?
Yes. No, not currently. He's kind of occupied with him being captured and all.
Can you feel the presence of the druid? You can feel the presence of the grove.
No, I can feel the connection with the
No,
grove.
you can't.
Oh yeah, you're on my team. You're right.
sorry.
You're right.
No, Thomas, I cannot feel the presence in the grove. Or the druid.
Petal, can you feel the presence of the druid in the grove? Was that the question even?
No.
This is getting really confusing.
Solwing,
Yes.
you seem too kind and too honest and too good. What is your deepest, darkest secret?
Ooh, that's a good one. We're gonna win now for sure.
Well, that's a good question.
That's a bad answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I need time to think because I know that I stole a lot of breakfast from my fellow peers when I was younger, and that was often considered pretty bad, but I don't know if it's my worst secret. I think that everything of my life is a secret for you guys, right? Because
Mostly, you haven't spoken much about yourself, which is actually why I asked the question, not so much to.
Yeah, but it's also sometimes when I talk about myself, you guys just don't seem to relate.
Fair
You
enough.
Because you're so
Fair
weird,
enough.
I
We could
think.
try.
Missing a lot of egg jokes on your side,
Yeah.
for instance. And yeah.
I think your jokes are excellent.
Oh wow, that's that's a very common one actually. Thank you, Thomas. You would
I don't
fit
get
right
it.
in.
I don't get it.
Sorry, jokes.
My heart is aching for another question.
Okay, shall we?
But let me
I think it's your turn, Jasper. Bowen. Sorry. So wow.
Who's this Jasper you're talking about?
I have no idea. Brain fart. Oddleif is obviously out of sorts.
Well, I'm lost in a strange train of thought that I just entered when Petal asked me that strange question about. Something's happening.
Yeah, so-
About
I've been wondering
my
about.
dream thingy.
I've
And I
been
don't
wondering.
understand.
Sorry, you could finish your sentence. Every time I think you're done, you start talking.
Yeah, that's because I make long sentences with a lot of pauses in them. Anyway, I feel I'm really confused about the things you are saying, Petal, because it brings me back to a time a lot of years ago where things went from simple to difficult in my life. I really skipped that part of my memories.
Oh, you can do that.
Because-
Nice.
There were also friends was a bigger deal for me than what happened to me.
Oh, sounds sad.
Yeah.
So I think we discussed this before, and we concluded that it wasn't possible for some reason, but the way you told the story the first time and just now, it seems to me like you were infected by the dark delirium, right? You showed all the signs of being affected, but the only thing that didn't happen is that usually when somebody gets cured from the dark delirium, they stay blind, and obviously you're not blind, right? Do I understand that correctly?
I don't think I had the dark delirium. I think I blanked out because of a lot of stress.
But you could also say that you were lost in some kind of dark delirium madness, and
But the dark delirium is such a specific thing. I might have had a delirium. I don't know. Dark. But Petal is giving me some things to think about my past. For certain. And the last couple of days I've felt a lot of stress as well. And sometimes I think I might have reacted a bit out of sorts. And really confusing to me. Next time, please, let's go to bed at 8 o'clock.
well, that's a bit too early, but I would be happy with not having as many encounters and events happening to us as have happened the last few days. Although, if we are really planning on going to the Grove and try and find this Druid or help out Petal in any way, then I don't think we will get that rest anytime soon.
Wait,
Well, we have to sleep in the
you're not
next
gonna?
town.
I mean, it's not decided yet?
Yes, we are going because I want to.
I want to.
Oh,
as
sorry.
well.
It's not the way I want
Okay,
to
yeah,
say
because
it.
I really need your help. I can't do it by myself.
I already
there's that,
said-
and there's all these other questions surrounding this.
How is religion there?
Where?
I mean, you must be happy to be here, except for that you got kidnapped because of finally walking under a beautiful sun, which I care
Actually,
about.
I don't
a lot,
like it
but
here.
Do you not like the
No,
sun?
I feel out of place. I don't belong here.
But do you have Adon where you're from?
You have a what?
Do you have Adon?
What's an Adon?
It's like the most important figure in the whole world. The god of that is responsible for keeping existence together as it is.
A god. Okay.
It's the world. It's Adon.
Well, yeah, it's something like someone like that, but she's gone now.
Who was she?
Yeah.
Alaris.
I didn't.
Alaris. It's AlYris.
I think you. Okay. So, very curious.
Does that name ring a bell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep cracking up for some.
Yes, it does ring a bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's.
it's one of the known old gods.
Yes.
God of nature, perhaps.
Goddess of the hunt.
Goddess of the hunt.
That's
Okay.
of the hunt. Yeah. Hunting animals in nature.
So she's hunting animals and nature. Okay. Ah, there it is. And her symbol are... Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
a goddess then?
How long has she been gone?
Good question.
I don't know, like about 25 moons, maybe longer.
25 moons, okay.
No, wait, that's not wrong. That's wrong. Wait. No, it's 250 moons.
15 moons.
250 moons.
Yeah. You're cutting off a bit.
Yeah, I think it's my noise gate, but it should only be for you and not on stream.
Okay.
Okay.
I can
That's good.
put it down a bit lower on Discord.
Well, that doesn't tell me anything.
Well, I mean, the gods disappeared. What was it? 250 years ago, right? 240.
200 years ago.
Years for
Yeah.
them.
So we know now that her, and this is what Oddleif actually says out loud. But so I guess that one moon is for her is approximately 1 year in this world. I would
Could
guess.
be. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Then time may be flowing differently in her world.
Could
Well,
also be.
she
Yeah.
doesn't have. You don't have any night or day cycle. So what are the moon phases then that you go through?
Well, waxing and waning. Full moon to no moon.
Okay.
And if you say 250 moons, doesn't count every waxed and waned moon.
That's a
in
full
between?
cycle. Yeah. So from full
Full
moon
cycle.
to full moon is one is one moon.
So that's
Okay.
that's not the same as in this place.
No.
Okay.
Because it's about a month here.
Yes.
If we go with you, will there be any dangers, or will we be considered friends because we're with you?
No, it will be dangerous. I mean, the Grove is not a truly friendly place. I mean, it's even dangerous for me.
It is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, explain what
Well, there's lots of hunting creatures there that just don't like strangers or do like strangers because they can eat them.
And are they delicious?
But I can fly. So, and not all of them can fly. So I've a little bit easier there. And within the grove of the Druid, it's relatively safe. So it might not be now because he can't protect us when he's being held capture. So what I kind of hope is that those people that went inside are eaten by now or taken away by a hag or something. That would be nice.
Oh, yeah.
And
There are
Hag.
hags.
yeah,
There are hags
Do
in
we-
the grove.
Do we know the
Yes.
term hag as well?
like these magic wielding sorcerer type women.
I've heard of hags before.
They're ugly, not pretty like me.
I've never
They're
heard of it.
dangerous. Very dangerous.
I don't.
Fairies
think you
can be
should judge
dangerous
them
as
on
well.
their
I can
appearance.
be dangerous as well.
Oh, I believe you.
I think you shouldn't judge them on their appearance. I'm not
I don't.
judging you on your
I'm
appearance.
judging them on their behavior, and they're not nice. Some are nice though. Some creatures that live there.
I'm hoping. So by now, Dungeon Master, are we? Are we on the horses? And
Oh yeah, you're
traveling,
you're on the road and moving along quite nicely, and you're approaching the part where the road splits off, and or you have to leave the main road and go south towards Woutford.
For the first time, I'm really paying attention to my surroundings and looking if somebody is following us. And
Okay, make a perception check.
You can go to the toilet, Michelle, if you want to.
Oh, that's an 8. 6 plus 2.
It's okay. So now you don't notice anything different.
But I'm trying. Getting there.
Oh, fun fact, by the way, as you mentioned Alaris, this forest is actually called the Illyrian Forest, which is named after the goddess Alaris.
Ah,
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
that is a fun fact.
And it stretches on both sides of the road. The road has been cut straight through the forest, and this path was really manufactured by humans to progress
And
trade.
if we are going to ask questions in chat, then maybe we should let Petal ask them, right? Because otherwise it's be a bit strange.
Well,
I thought it was a nice moment for
there
chat
was one
interaction.
for you guys first, so maybe you should read that one out then.
So, Petal, what does a typical day in the Grove look like for you?
Well, like I said, we don't really have days there. We have moons, but during moon, we do a lot of things. I mean, I tend to the flowers mostly and make sure they bloom properly and that our magic is dispersed in the correct manner into the environment, and that the spores can feed other plants in the area, like the trees and the bushes and the other flowers and even the wildlife. So I'm a gardener of sorts.
Right. What are some of the other things that pixies do then, fairies?
Well, we usually deceive people that dare to enter and lead them on to the more dangerous parts of the grove. But I'm not gonna do that to you.
Bit like you're trying to do with us now.
No, I'm not gonna do that with you. That's
That sounds really dishonest.
why. They shouldn't be there.
Well,
And if they truly want to know what the grove is, then they should follow me. Because I can show them.
Do you know if they can go other places?
What do you mean?
I mean, they shouldn't be in your world, but do you think they should be in other worlds? Are there other worlds? Are there other places like the Grove?
Well, like the grove? Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't travel that far from it. I mean, since that nightmare is encroaching, then we can't travel that far anymore. But there used to be lots of other different parts, and I mean, there were a lot of worlds.
There were a lot of worlds?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're there anymore. Should be, but we can't get there anymore. Not that we really traveled, but...
What's
Okay,
this?
so it makes less and less sense
And
to us.
when did these worlds start to disappear? When did
Well, we got cut off by the nightmare.
They got cut off by the nightmare.
Yeah,
And
so we
when did
can't
that,
go to that world.
and when
to
did
those
that
worlds
start
anymore.
happening?
Like when the
The gods disappeared
when the
250
Alaris
moons
disappeared.
ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's when it started, and we can't go back to the city anymore.
Can you describe this nightmare for us? What does it look like?
Dark and evil.
The sky is
Yeah, you've seen it. You
pink,
smell like it.
purplish, grayish, dark. There's one bright spotlight, which is an eye in the sky.
Yeah, there's an eye in the sky.
Buildings are at weird angles,
Hey.
dark. The physics don't add up. Things look long and are short, or seem short but are actually long. Windows are all the perception is weird. It doesn't, the angles.
Yeah, but
there's
she's
ice
saying, except the
everywhere.
part about physics, I don't get what that means.
And the creatures, there's so many creatures.
Yeah, but there's a lot of creatures in all worlds, so that's not weird.
Monsters, like mostly containing eyes of some sort. I saw flying eyeballs. I saw sort of weird armors.
I don't want to alarm you, but each of you has eyes as well.
There we go.
So again, eyes,
Mirror
not weird.
to the soul, mirrors to the nightmare. Yeah. So, Oddleif, it's interesting that you can answer this.
Yeah, but she's
I've seen the
she's right.
nightmare.
There's this, when you transverse from the grove into the nightmare, then suddenly the moon is gone, and there's this huge eyeball in the sky, and that's something that shouldn't have eyes. The sky.
No.
Not true.
Nothing. The doors. I've seen houses, buildings with eyes instead of windows and doors. I mean,
You know what's strange? That world looks a bit like yours.
I have noticed. It is actually I'm.
So what I'm wondering
seems
is,
like
does this world look like that world, or is it the other way around?
That's a very good question. It seems like a distorted reflection of this world, is what I would
I think so too, because Adon is this world, and Adon is the prime thing that keeps everything alive and healthy. So anything else could.
But
only
Adon
be
is a god that lives
a
here,
dark reflection.
right? He's here.
Lives here. Well, I don't think you can call it living in such a way. It's a divine presence.
Yeah, okay. Then, yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I mean, I never ran
But it's
into
not what you
Avaryn
said,
either.
so.
But no, but his essence is here in this world, right? Not in the other place.
I think so. Yes, but it's a matter of theology. So
I don't know what it means.
there are discussions about these topics, in which way Adon is in this world. You know.
Okay, but I meant the theology.
Yeah, it's talking about the divine in such a way that we can comprehend the complexities of the fate and everything.
But
Yeah,
where I come from, that we pixies hang out together mostly. Like we're like a family. But you don't look like a family. So why are you even together?
That is a very good question, and there were probably times where it was totally possible that we wouldn't have been traveling together anymore. But I think the short of it is that we all met up in the city of Parad, where we all need to go to the same place, basically. We all need to go to Brentwick, and we decided to travel together towards this destination. And while traveling, events started occurring.
One after
Yeah.
another.
One after the other, yeah.
And now we're still here, and we're with you, and we might not even see Brentwick anymore.
Yeah, because we're going to the grove, right?
I think that even in stories, it is unlikely that such a small fellowship goes through such a lot of different experiences in such a short time. So
It sounds
I would say
sounds interesting,
it is
though.
unlikely, though.
but it is happening.
Yeah.
Sir Gunther mutters, I can't do this anymore, Adeline. I can't do this. I can't.
Oh, taking notes.
Yeah. This is the second.
Prophet Gunter spoke again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's difficult, the whole theology business, because our friend Bowen here obviously believes in Adon and serves him, and is, I don't know if he's convinced that he's here or not, but my sun is definitely here. You can see it. It shines upon you, gives you this warm feeling.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought you just dropped a major.
Yeah, I thought, wow, there's the sun. Wow,
There's the sun.
he did lay an egg. No, no, the sun.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
Sun.
yeah.
Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew. No, I agree with you, Solwing. I mean, you have to give it to the Church of Adon that the magics of their priests are definitely working, which means there is some divine power. There's divine power there for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They got rid of the wound.
That as well.
The wound?
Which
wound?
Which is very, very special.
A couple of days ago, we were attacked by a crazed priest that had attacked Solwing the day before. And when we confronted this crazy priest out in the wilds, he started transforming, morphing into something. And he became this
wolf,
huge tentacled monster that attacked us.
Okay, so like a were tentacle.
Sorry?
Like a were tentacle.
A were tentacle?
Yeah, like a werewolf, but then with tentacles.
There's one for your books, Oddleif.
Could be the were tentacle. I actually like
Very
it.
tentacle. Yeah.
I'm processing it. That's why my reactions are a bit slower.
Were tentacle. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Funny? I'm being serious.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it will never change back again, though.
Do you have a lot of experience with werewolves in the Grove that you mentioned it?
No. But I do know that they exist, and it's usually people that try to wield our magic in the incorrect way can get cursed. Or cursed by one of those hags or stuff. But,
Anyway, what I was going to say is that so we know that there's divine magic because of Adon, and that this magic has been used for good a lot, like closing wounds, like healing people in the period of the Dark Delirium. But something that always, what I always wondered about is the coincidence. And now hearing you mention the disappearance of the other worlds and the coming of the nightmare and the destruction or the disappearance of all the gods, which all coincides with the coming of Adon here.
wait, they're all gone?
As far as we know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the priests, the divine magic that the priests of the different gods used is not working anymore. It stopped working 250 or so years ago.
Oh, that's not true, though. I mean, look at the Druid. He still has the magic.
Oh, I think we have druids on this world. There's still magic in this world, but it's not of the divine nature.
What's the divine
At
nature?
least not of that kind of divine nature. Of gods. I don't know, really. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how the magic of your world works, but I know that the Druid had magic.
Yeah, that's interesting because
But that was the magic of the
wonder-
grove.
So that's a kind of point where magic is pretty potent and he can tap from that or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Okay.
But you
But I'm still wondering about the coincidence of all these events happening at the same time. And me having spent some time at court and in politics, I tend to not trust the party that's coming out on top in these kinds of situations.
And who's that?
Well, the thing is, Oddleif, is that I have a working theory as well, and that is this one. Because we are experiencing all of these things, that means that in this kind of story that is unfolding, which is the way that one of us is at least living its life, that's the most filled, adventure-brimmed life that could have happened to them in all possibilities of his or her future. So one of us is leading this kind of timey-wimey thingy into a direction that is the way as it is because there's no other way. In every other instance, that person would have, well, it's too complicated. Anyway.
Is this your secret to breakfast, Bowen?
Sorry?
Is this your secret to your breakfast or your cooking?
Well,
Which
in a
are
way,
not making
yes.
a lot of sense to me at all.
Well,
It
it
seems-
seems like you have all these
it seems
clocks,
like-
they are like equal. They each tick, but they have no correlation between each other. You know.
Like salt and pepper.
I can't explain this in the right way. It's really
It
confusing
seems to me
as
the
well.
way this was really confusing and seemed like a plot out of one of Franklin Herman's books. You know, the one about the desert planet, or maybe the Asas Avimov books by.
I haven't read those. No,
No?
it's I branched out into philosophy in my cloister somewhat, and there are all these kind of strange ideas about how reality correlates to what we are experiencing, and that's where I got this my own idea because, you know, I could have died and then my life would have ended right there, but I haven't. So anyway.
Anyway,
Now I'm really confusing the whole story, I understand. So let's continue.
I think
Lars?
we could all use a break, right? So let's
Yes.
just park our horses here by the side of the road and then take a small break.
I'm cooking.
So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So see you soon.
See you soon.
And we're back. So let's dive back into it. Yeah, at some point you have to you can't gallop the horses anymore, and you have to slow your pace as you go through the forest again. It's a dirt road, but sometimes you have to swerve out of the way because a fallen tree lies in the middle of the road, or just an animal carcass that's been half eaten by wildlife here, and that kind of stuff. But you make good time, and eventually the sun begins to set, and you should be reaching your destination soon.
I sing my song, but I don't do it flying, and I don't do it as loud and as enthusiastic as I do it normally. Because I don't want to draw too much attention from people who hate sun.
I join you again in your song. I did last time. I do the same thing.
Thomas is watching the.
Just
Hum
jamming.
softly to myself some melodies that go nicely with yours.
Jamming to the sunset. Nice.
Thomas is watching the road and the surroundings, just staying vigilant as always.
Okay, make a perception check.
While he does that, Bowen is mumbling prayers below his breath. A bit more devout than he's most of the time.
12 plus. Where's my character sheet? I have everything prepared but my sheets. There it is. So that's 12 plus perception is 1, so that's a 13.
13, okay. You don't notice anything out of sort. Do see some wildlife skittering away when you approach, and at some point you don't even have to roll a check for that, but there's some traffic that's coming your way. It's like a small caravan which is carrying wooden logs on a large carriage that's being drawn by 2 horses.
Okay, I look the people or dwarves or whatever they are.
Humans mostly.
Humans, okay. I look them over quickly and see if they pose any threats. So if there are any shady figures, or if there's anything hidden behind the logs, or if I can see feet beneath the wagon or anything like that.
Okay, make another perception check then.
15 total.
Okay, well, everything looks above board. Seem like honest travelers, probably on their way to Brester, and deal in some wood.
Okay.
Which is one of the main exports from Woodford, so that isn't weird at all. You do notice, however, that some of the retinue traveling along is carrying some heavy gear, like survival gear. One of them has this large axe strapped to his back. Other ones have bows and arrows and multiple weapons actually clasped to the sides as well.
Okay. Do they look like hunters, or do they look like they're guns for hire? Not, but
no, they look more like hunters, like they're forest men, like ranger types.
Woodsman.
How does Pebble react to these woodsmen?
Well, she hides. She is very mistrusting of anything else in this world. She seemingly trusts you guys, but that's about it.
Okay. I think
I sent Kiss over to stay with her as much as can.
Well, she plays with Kiss. The two of them seem to have some understanding of each other. It's that they communicate, but not with words, but just they have this empathic bond between them.
Okay, so I stay quiet until we reach Mouthful.
Yeah, so Kiss is also from the Grove. She says to you at some point.
What? In what?
Well, he was born there.
Really, Kiss?
Woot.
Okay, well, I know that Kiss goes somewhere when he's not here, but Kiss is unable to speak to me in a tongue that I understand, so... It never occurred to me that where he went was...
Not this world?
Not this world, yeah.
It's kind of special because he seems to be able to step between the worlds without any problem.
I pull him away from there with some magic. Sometimes I'm
not sure if you pull him away from there. I think you ask him to come and he listens.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's how I like to go about it as well.
Well, I like to think he has a choice in the matter.
Yeah, it's true. It is he who came, so...
Cool, I like him.
That's good. So are there any others like Kiss there?
Yes.
What is Kiss?
This is an owl. My owl. Here, there he is.
Do you call them owls in the grove?
No. We don't call stuff like that. Yeah. We have other words for creatures, but owl seems to be a good translation.
Okay, fair enough.
I like the name Kiss a lot.
It's a weird name, though.
No, it isn't. 4 letters?
No, yeah, but I mean, the kiss is something you give to someone else.
It's a single point where 2 people touch and share a bond of love.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
That's really well said, Bowen. I like that sentence.
Oddleif.
Anyway, you make your way through the forest, and eventually you, the forest becomes a lot thinner. Like the trees are more spread out, and the forest itself becomes less dark, even though the night sky falls upon you, and it becomes more and more dark. But as you near the border of the forest, you can see this faint glow at the end of the road, which should signify a city.
Okay. It's not a faint glow like everything is on fire, right?
No. That's just the light pollution from a city.
Yeah, I know you, so. Go for this shit.
No, everything seems to be going well.
Okay.
For now.
Oh, man.
Just sent a shiver down my spine. Okay, thank you.
Never trust a smiling DM, right? That's,
Well.
Okay, Thomas gets really excited is maybe the wrong word, but he picks up the pace and he hurries towards the city.
Yeah.
Oh, beware the horses, Thomas. They are shifting a bit.
Yeah, because
they'll be fine.
What will Gunter be? So you approach the city, and it takes a while before you can actually make it out clearly. It starts just a silhouette in the darkness, and you can see light coming from over the walls. Woodford is a walled city. Maybe town is a better word, because it's not as big as Brester, for instance. It has these stone towers lined all around the city, and this wooden fence, like these tree trunks made into a spike, lined up between those towers to make a wall. The city is comprised mostly of wood, and you can see the buildings that reach higher than the walls are made of wood as well, and as you approach you can see that the gates are closed, which isn't that weird for the time of night.
Okay.
Evening.
No, it's kind of edging towards night now. It's like 9-10 o'clock, so it's still evening technically, but it's getting late for Bowen though.
Yeah.
If I can speak for the group, Thomas and the rest, I hope, approach the gate, and I try to hail someone from the gate. Hello, is anybody there?
Well, you'll get noticed soon enough if you approach the gate, and there's these guards on top of the tower that look out and say, "Oh, who goes there at this time of night?"
I am a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, if you want to take the word, and I don't want to overstep you.
Thomas says, "My name is Thomas. I'm squire to Sir Gunther from the Order of the White Rose. He has been badly injured on the road and he needs medical attention. Could you open the gate for us, please?" And he points to Sir Gunther and hopes that the guards can see it from up the ramparts.
Can you show me any heraldry from this supposed night?
Yeah. Thomas walks over to Sir Gunther and he picks up his shield and he holds up the shield for them clearly to see.
Okay. One moment. And the guard seems to walk down into the tower, but only one floor, and then you hear a sound of gates being unlocked and some other people gathering behind the gate. Okay. Eventually, you hear this wooden mechanism squeak, and wood sliding on wood, or on maybe some metal here and there. And when that mechanism settles in, like this large locking sound, like a loud click, that's when the gates start to open. They open inwards, and they're being pulled open by 4 people in total, like 2 on each gate door. And there's some guards standing there. Most of them are armed, all of them are armed actually, but most of them carry bows or some kind of axe or sword at their side. They don't look like regular town guard. They also have that woodsman kind of look about them. They do wear a brown tabard. There's a white tree on the tabard. And that same emblem you can see across, hanging from the banners on the tower and towers next to the gate. And some of them walk outside, and they take a good look at you while they approach. And
I hold up my hands as far away from my weapons as possible, so indicating I'm no threat to these people.
Okay. Well, one of them, more of them come closer, but one of them asks, "Where's the knight? Can we see him, please?"
The knight is on the horse. He's badly injured. We made a...
Injured how?
I think he's... he is passed out.
He has internal wounds.
Internal wounds?
High fever.
Okay. Here you can take you to the garrison. The Cobalt garrison here.
Do I recognize
There are horses there anyway.
Sorry, what did you say?
Do I recognize the heraldry?
Of?
The under tabards.
That's just the Woodford heraldry. That's that makes them part of this town.
Okay. It's not like a knightly order or.
No. It's this city guard.
Yeah.
Which still makes them part of the Queen's royal army.
But, I want to make a check to see what I know about who's running this town and what the political structure is of this town. Let's say 18 for a history check.
So this is Woodford. It lies at the edge of the Alerian forest. The city is best known for its wood exports and wildlife products like hides and leather and other spoils of the hunt, like venison and stuff. It's a relatively small community, but it attracts people from all over the country. So there's a lot of people that want to hunt for sport, like nobles. They come here and spend their time at the Hunter's Lodge. And during the day, they go into the forest and hunt wildlife, mostly deer or even wolves, bears, and other more dangerous animals. Cities mostly human. There are some dwarves. Actually, a fairly comparatively huge number of elves. They seem to prefer this city above most other human cities. There's some gnomes, some half elves, and some halflings, and even some Saurons live here. Woodford is ruled by the Toleran family, with Lord Reinwald Toleran at its head. He's a lord that has been given this land, or at least his family has been given this land, long ago actually. And he doesn't hold that much power at court, but over here he's the man. So this place is most famous for the Hunter's Lodge, which is a large building inside of town where all the hunters gather and tell their stories, trade in their spoils, and can even stay the night there or just have a good evening of entertainment and drink and stuff like that. The Hunter's Lodge is most well known for its for a skeleton of a wyvern that's hanging from the ceiling there, which is famously the best catch they ever made as hunters here. The Church of Adon here used to be a temple to Eloris, which isn't a surprise as she was the goddess of the hunt. The temple was built around a great tree, but the tree has since collapsed, and nothing more but some, I think, 20-foot high tree stump remains. But still, the people here, when they worship Adon, which the temple is now dedicated to, still do that in kind of the old ways, like the old rituals, offering parts of their hunt and spoils. Other than that, there's a kobold garrison here, as you knew already when you left Brentwick. You are actually required to turn in the horses there.
Wow, they suggested that we could do that, and we said we would probably will.
I think you're twisting their words now, and you weren't even there for the conversation.
Comment, I think. Yeah. Because that's in game. I certainly have something to say about that.
Yeah.
We will be returning the horse.
I can't have a conversation with the DM in game, so.
Yeah, true.
I think that about covers what I have to say about Woodford.
All right.
It's a wooden city with a lot of wooden buildings. Yeah. They live off the forest here. And
Oddleif is looking at those gates and people that come out to inspect. And I just mentioned out loud to the group, it's been about 20 years since I was last here. My family took me for a hunting trip to the Hunter's Lodge here near the town. I wasn't any good with the bow though, so I quit early.
Did you hunt for joy or hunt for food?
No, they were hunting for joy, but I mean the meat and the animals weren't wasted.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't partake in the hunt itself. After 2 hours on a horse through the forest, I was actually done with it. Went back to the Hunter's Lodge and listened to all the stories that the hunters were telling, which was much more interesting for me, at least.
Yeah, I understand. So shall we, Thomas? I'm sorry that I interrupted before. Well, I am actually not, but I think I had the best thing to say to the guards who came before me, and I'm saying I'm sorry just to get the social thing straight between us. But should we bring Sir Gunther to the Kobold Order here in town?
I think that will be best because every knightly order has its own medics and his own personnel that can take care of him. I think that would be the right place to drop him off. And if we can go there directly, that would be most welcome.
So can we? I asked the guards.
Yes, of course. It's right around here, next to the gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for
this large building here, and you see these kobold guards stand outside, these kobold banners hanging from the walls. Is Jin still with us? Because
I think
he's
Jin
been sitting very, very quietly for a few seconds.
He's meditating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just then.
Didn't hear a word of that, but
anyway,
there he is. Yeah.
There he is.
I was saying that out loud about the trip as much for the party as for the guards to sort of show them that I had been there before.
Yeah, so if you turn your attention to either Discord or the stream, you can see a map of Woodford.
Let's check.
With a small legend.
Discord. So I always
Woodford.
So we are approaching from the north, right? So that's
Yes.
the building that's listed 7 is the Kobold.
Garrison. Yeah.
I can't
Just
find
too small to see them on stream, at least on my screen. So
Yeah, I don't because the overlay made us all a bit smaller, including the images. So I don't know if it's actually readable for stream. But if not, you can check it out on the Discord. There's another map there, which should be readable.
And what's the folder called again?
it's in Discord.
On the
in
Discord.
PD maps.
Yeah.
PD maps.
PD maps. Oh, there it is. Hey.
It's really nice.
Scroll upwards, Eric. Grandpa's.
Not really, says Marineos. Yeah, it's not much I can do about that.
So let's go to the Kobold. Let's go to the Kobold Garrison then, and we can return the horses as well, which is what they asked us to do.
Okay, let's go.
Wow. Yeah, let's do that.
And I think it's only fair to return them.
I think so too.
True.
Good of you, Oddleif.
So you took another level in Rogue, I get it.
Well, once you move inside of once you guys move inside of the city, they close the gates again, and you can hear this mechanism start up again, and you see these large beams come out from the side of those towers that shift onto the gate, and actually they don't overlap, like they don't bump into each other, but they cross each other in the middle.
Okay.
So I say to the guard, it's a lot of protection for such a small town.
Yeah, we gotta keep stuff out, right? It's dangerous parts around here.
What's the stuff?
Wildlife. I mean,
Like-
I've seen the wyvern.
I have.
Yeah, so
Oddleif.
I mean,
So
it's
those are
not gonna
common
help
here.
against
They have
something
a
like that.
they have a
but,
wyvern skeleton. Say to the rest of the group who's not been here before. They have a wyvern skeleton in the hunter's lodge. It was the biggest
so they're
prize
quite
they ever
common here,
caught.
right?
What is that?
They are quite common then.
No, not at all. I mean, as far as I know, it's the last one that was ever taken down.
Okay.
Well, there's other stuff in the woods, like wolves and bears. And against something like that, the gates actually work. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you ever get plants?
Plants?
Yeah. Good question, Solwing.
It is?
Yes.
Were you ever
That is a
attacked
good
by
question.
plants?
No, we were never attacked by plants.
Because we were last night on our way here.
You were attacked by plants?
Yes.
Damn shitty folk.
Okay. I don't know what to make of that. What kind of plants? Like, did they really slowly grow over you?
No. They.
I see you're not taking us seriously, which
No,
is
actually,
fair
no.
enough.
Sorry, I apologize. It just sounds weird.
I understand it sounds weird. We will... never mind. And I continue on my way.
No, not never mind. Be careful of the plants. They shoot at you, and they try to trap you and choke you, and be aware of them. They're dangerous, and they're in your forest. So,
while you're talking, he actually holds his torch a bit closer to your face. He looks at you and says, "Wait, are you a bird?"
No, he's an Avaryn, I say.
thank you.
Okay.
Oddleif seems definitely fed up with the way that this guard is...
I've heard of you folk.
Oddleif. Solwyn can talk about for
Never
himself.
seen one.
Well, ta-da! And I spread my wings a little bit so that he can see it.
Okay. That's
And
impressive.
In the meantime, Thomas
You
is
would
making
make
his
quite
way.
a good hunter, I think.
Yeah, I'm making my way too. I'm
Yeah.
done with
So unless you want to continue this Solwing, but
No.
it's more of the same. When you approach the Global Garrison, there's a place where you can hitch the horses for now, and you'll get approached by the guards soon enough, and they rush over to you when they see you carrying Gunter's body, and they ask, "Is he okay? Can we help?"
Yeah, you might want some medics to look at him because, Bowen, and I point to Bowen.
He's bleeding from his mouth, but that might be a process that has started about a year ago, or maybe even longer if he kept it secret for even his closest companion, his squire. But recently, he collapsed in some way. He's running a big fever, and I think age is catching up to him as well. Though he could have a lot more years, I hope, if taken care of in the right way.
Okay,
But,
and who are you to him?
I
Because
don't
he's
have the
White
means,
Rose.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
this
what?
is his squire. He can explain.
Oh, you're the
We
squire.
are just travel.
Squire.
Right.
We're just traveling companions.
Okay, well, let's take it inside then. Yeah, you guys can come in as well if you want.
Please.
Okay. Yeah, we hitch. We carefully lift Gunther from his horse. I think Solwing will help me with that.
No. Let me. And I insert a new disc under his body, and I slowly lift him up. His legs
Dangle.
dangle a bit, yeah, but his the brunt of his body is carried by the disc that starts floating behind me. And
Well, you hear one of the guards gasp in awe, and you see one of the others snort in disapproval.
disapproval, really? I take a quick glance at the guard that snorted in disapproval, and I
There was a
I
Kobold
look
Knight?
back immediately.
Or a regular
Cobalt
sleeper?
Shield Knight, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Damn shitty folk and their magics.
Okay, then
A bit like that, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I will react to that snort. After the guy snorts in disdain, I immediately take up behind Sir Gunther and make sure that his feet don't dangle anymore, because I think that is probably the offense.
That's so cool. Yeah.
All right, so you move inside and you come into this really it's a military barracks in short. So you enter a hall which seems heavily guarded, and there's multiple ways you can go, but all of them seem to be locked off. You're led into a room to the left, which seems to be an infirmary, actually. There's multiple beds there, though most of them are empty. There's one that's not empty. There's this guy lying there, and he seems to have a heavy bandaging around his leg. But other than that, he's sleeping. And the guards help you to put Gunter at the bed as well, and a medic rushes towards you guys, and he asks what's going on.
Disc simply lands on the mattress and then disappears, so he drops 2.5 centimeters.
Okay, so the guards stand next to it and they try to help, but they have nothing to do, and
just pull back the blankets and everything.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so the medic comes and you explain to the medic once again what ails him, and he does an examination, and eventually he turns to you, Thomas, and he says, he needs to rest. It seems like he's been overexerting himself, and he might have some lung condition or something. I'm not too sure. I need to do some more examination, but for now he should just rest.
Do you know when he will recover?
I have no idea. Are you on a mission?
We are on our way to... Every time, sorry. We are on our way to Brentwick, where he was on a mission to Brentwick, so...
Well, I would advise you to just stay here for a couple of days, let him recover, and regather his energy, because I think he's just been... that there's some underlying condition, and that he has been overexerting himself, and that caused the collapse. Did you go through any hardship recently?
Where should we start? Okay, Thomas explains in a couple of short sentences that they were in a couple of fights, and he doesn't go into detail, but the road was long and hard.
I mean, the knight is just of age, and it might not really be suited for this kind of duty anymore. I'm not sure. That's not my position to speak about that, but he should be more careful, I think.
Yeah, try to tell him that.
I will, when he wakes up. Because he'll wake up. He seems fine now. He needs rest.
Then we can take care of the grove for the pixie, right?
What? Do with what?
We found this pixie in a
Bowen, maybe not here. Thomas, if you're comfortable with leaving Gunther here, then in the care of the Kobold garrison, then...
Oh yeah, and we brought the horses are to be returned to Brester as well, so we loaned them from the Kobold order there.
Oh, okay.
I think
these horses are outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of them. Thank you.
If you won't mind, I will be staying at Sir Gunther's side for, at least the night, and see if he's okay or if he worsens. And you can go to a tavern, but I will stay here and see if he makes the night.
Would it be possible for all of us to stay in the garrison, in the barracks?
Well, if you really want to, I think something can be arranged, but it's
then we can
highly
all
unusual
here.
for civilians to stay here. I mean, it's okay if the squire stays, but it's a priest and or clerk and
We can get an inn.
Random
That's
travelers.
fine. That's fine.
yeah, it's up to you. I can ask the captain.
Oh no,
No,
let's go to an inn.
We go to an inn.
Okay,
All right. Well, before
I'll have a bed
Before I-
arranged for you then, Sir Squire.
before I leave, I just walk up to Gunther, and I whisper some words in his ear, while I put my hand on his chest, and then you can see, my hand starts to glow a bit, and I heal him for 3 hit points.
Okay. He mutters in his, sleep or delirium or whatever it is. You were always good to me, Adeline.
Sleep well. Make sure you wake up tomorrow. And then I walk away.
Okay. Before you guys leave, Thomas approaches Bowen and he says, I know I've not always been easy to you in the last couple of days. I just want to say thank you. And he lays his hand on your shoulder and he nods, and then he walks back to Sir Gunther's bed.
And Bowen, if you turn immediately, Bowen keeps quiet, nods his head as well to the back of your head, and leaves the barracks.
And we're best friends again!
Yay!
All right.
Okay.
Bowen is a bit confused by all this, but yeah.
So you guys actually split the party again.
Yes!
Well
Let's do
done.
that.
Thanks for that. Nice.
Yeah, but now we're in town and it's close by all, and so, yeah.
Let me check the map for the nearest inn.
If you are all going to the inn, I will go to the church and sleep there. You know, so no, just joking.
And the nearest inn is actually
Roger, the Buried Hatchet. Is that an inn?
that's an inn.
Yeah. So we literally walk.
You wait, but you can stay at one of the 2 inns that I've listed, the Buried Hatchet and the Blooming Oak. But you can also stay at the Hunter's Lodge, which is what most tourists do here, actually. The Blooming Oak is a bit more for people that just want to have a luxury experience.
You're totally right. I thought that the Hunter's Lodge was a bit outside of town, more in the woods. But since it's in town, Oddleif actually goes like, okay, since we need a place to sleep, follow me, and I will take you to the Hunter's Lodge. Even you, Bowen, you should really see that wyvern skeleton. It's really interesting. It's quite the experience.
I want to. Yeah.
So
They are very lucky that there aren't any weapons anymore, because they can just fly over the walls.
Agree.
yes,
Agree.
I didn't say anything to the guards, but the suggestion. Well, anyway.
I was thinking the
The
same.
guard said something
Yeah.
along those lines as well. So
Yeah, but
anyway, we go to the Hunter's Lodge then.
right. So yeah, you walk past the Temple of Adon, formerly the Temple of Alaris, and you can actually, as you can see on the map, it's there's this large atrium. Except that it connects to the entrance, so there's this whole open space, and when you glance inside, you can actually see a very large tree stump. It's like 20 feet high and about the same in diameter, I think. So that was one big tree at some point. But it's only the stump now, and it seems to have been broken off. But you can see all these offerings lined up beside it, and all these candles burning next to it. So it looks kind of nice, kind of peaceful. But you walk past it, and you can see the Hunter's Lodge almost immediately. It is a very large building compared to the rest. Like this, it's just a massive building with a slanted roof on top of it, entirely made of wood, and it seems like most of the walls are built from the same tree. Like they didn't use turn the trunks into beams and made a house like that, but they actually used an entire tree as a wall, and then laid another tree on top of it, and so on.
So there were really huge trees. Then.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
In the middle of the building, you can see this large stone chimney reaching. No, not in the middle. In the back of the building, you can see a large stone chimney rising out of the roof, and there's there's probably a pretty big fire burning inside because there's a lot of smoke coming out of it. And the Hunter's Lodge has multiple entrances, but you'll take the closest one. It's just open at this time of night. There are some guards hanging around outside, but they don't really look like being on duty. They actually are, but they're just relaxed and just playing a card game outside. They greet you when you pass by and take no note otherwise of you than that. And then when you enter the hall, there's this warmth and music and loud chatter is coming your way, and you immediately enter this huge hall where there's all these tables and benches lined up, and people just sitting there drinking, sharing stories. There's a large bar along the wall to your right as you enter, and at the end of the hall you can see the huge open hearth, which is made of stone, connects to the chimney. And if you look upwards, you can see the galleries of the floors above. Only the middle part of those floors is just open, and you can see right until the ceiling. There's 3 floors in total. But from the ceiling hangs this huge skeleton of this winged creature. And it just hangs there as a trophy. Like this lizard-like with a long tail and 2 large wings spread out. And that hangs, that's there. There in front of the hearth, there's this whole area where there's all these hides on the floor where people are sitting and listening to music that's being played by a couple of bards there. And people just having a good time here.
Have you ever seen anything like that? And she points up to I point up to the wyvern on the ceiling. Do you want anything to drink? We should definitely get some drinks. And I almost skip to the beat a bit towards the bar to get some tankards of ale.
Hey, so Bowen wants to react to your first question, and then when you skip away, just takes a few steps into the direction of the big creature that's hanging, or skeleton that's hanging from the ceiling, and just stands there for a moment, quiet, watching it, and said, "Yeah, I like something to drink." And then,
I'm already gone.
And the
so
other
I come back with the drinks. I ordered the drinks.
And Solwing, Thomas is not with you, but Solwing, how do you react?
I was actually going to speak up, but then she walks away to get some drinks, and then I see Bowen looking, and I'm just comfortable keeping to myself for now.
You are familiar with these creatures, by the way. Wyverns, wyverns, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but they did exist where you come from as well, and they were your natural.
Yeah, I think
enemies,
I actually did see some, but I didn't want to ruin the whole. Whoa! Did you ever see one of these? Yeah, I saw several. No, I didn't want to be that guy, you know.
Yeah. I understand. You're just being modest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And modesty is
come back with
important.
the drinks.
Just ask Adel. Okay, yes. Oddleif comes back with drinks. Do you get a table, a bench? Do you go and sit on the heights, or?
I think the best way to experience it is there like a long table where people are gathered and
Several.
Yeah. So and people are sharing stories, or is there like one table that seems to be the center of attention?
No, not really. But there's these groups, these cliques that are sharing stories. Some are just hanging out. You have some people that are just sitting by themselves. And
Then I just look for one of
lounging
those
near the hearth where it's nice and warm.
one of those tables where we can sit down, the three of us, in between the other people.
All right. Yeah, sure. That's no problem at all. There's space everywhere. It's not like the whole building is full of people. And you find some random people and you go sit with them. There actually is a group of Sauron, by the way, which some of you might have never seen before. Wait, you did encounter Sauron before, I think. Did you?
I think you mentioned Sauron before. I don't know if we actually met one that we had a conversation.
Okay, well, there's a group of 3 Sauron, blue ones, if I'm not mistaken, sitting together at a table.
Let's join those guys, Solwing says.
Well,
Sauron are
Oddleif,
yeah.
I get a distinct feeling that you're really in the mood to hang out here and sniff in the kind of culture that's in these kind of places, and I see how excited you are, and I don't want to spoil the mood, but I really have to go to bed. And I'm so sorry, but I really have to, Oddleif.
Well, I think after everything that happened, we just deserve some. I just don't want to think about all that stuff right now, and
I understand.
I take a big giant gulp of my drink.
So I drink really fast and I really chuck it.
That's the spirit, Bowen. You want me to get you?
No, that's what I'm saying to you. I'm going to bed.
Come on, Bowen. Just 20 minutes, then you can go to bed. I agree with
Take a
Oddleif.
look at the stairs and I say, okay then.
3 hours.
And when I'm into my third beer, I think, wow, this is fun.
Oddleif is definitely, like, we don't have to play that all out, but Oddleif is definitely going for that. Like, 3 drinks in, we're not thinking about anything that happened, and
are you gonna tell some stories? Are you gonna tell some stories?
Oh yeah. I would definitely. I would love to tell.
I mean, it's an open floor, and at some point those musicians are done with their set, and then you can maybe you can tell a story. Why not?
Yeah. No, that's actually a great idea. So first, I'm going to roll a maybe Constitution check to see how the beer is affecting me.
I want to do that as well. Just for
you were at court, so you can hold your liquor, right?
That's true. That's actually.
I definitely can't.
No, I rolled a 7 for my Constitution check.
So that's a no.
So
I rolled
let's.
7 as well.
I'm going to roll my performance, and then you just do with that what you want to do with that. Okay?
Okay.
Amen.
Wow. The dice gods have spoken. That's a natural 1.
Oh god.
For my performance. plus 4, it's a 5. So I start telling a story about
Handkerchief.
about about a kid who picked up a wooden sword and fought a dragon with that. And while I'm telling that, I can feel that the story is not landing. It's the whole kid and sword thing just doesn't land. I see all the adults around me go like, there's no suspension of disbelief, as it were. Then they go like, really, a dragon? Our most prized possession is a wyvern or a wyvern, and you're talking about a dragon, which is of course much bigger. What's your point? And and I feel that while I'm telling the story as well. But yeah.
So you actually know that you're doing a bad job, or?
I'm a professional. Even if I know when I'm doing a bad job. I mean, in this case,
I think that you're telling a very serious story, and I'm taking it as a comedy.
Yeah, I think the story just doesn't match up with the vibe. But then,
Solwing is just sitting there laughing constantly while on the wrong moment.
Exactly.
Also, it should be obvious. It should be obvious to people that I'm pretty drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, but but that's your saving grace, then I think. That's.
By the way, we do not condone drinking heavily.
Unless you want to.
Oh man.
So
Politically correct.
Yeah, don't have to go all PC now. That's.
I was going to say we do not condone drinking of any water, just alcoholic.
just liquor. Yeah. Well.
So Dicketje Depp is walking on the stairs in this early morning on quarter past 7.
Yes, I think all of our non-native Dutch people understand what you mean there.
Exactly.
Yeah, shall we end the session on a high note then?
Yeah, sure.
Oddleif
low
totally
note.
failing.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I think this is a good wrapping up point before we start something new.
I mean, Oddleif always said that she's really not a performer much.
Oh wow!
I mean, she left the performing to other people. She was more of a writer. Yeah.
I think it's a good high note. Sorry, I got a bit distracted.
Yeah,
but,
same. I'll take care of it.
Let's do a high note. Yeah. Bowen is partying till late and really saying to especially to Solwing how he likes his breakfast. And Oddleif he gives some remarks about how cool it is to have an angel in the party. You're not an angel. It is very contradictory about that thing, and doesn't make a lot of sense when he says it. But yeah.
Oddleif, for the rest of the night, she's just sharing stories as well. She's listening to you guys, and she might actually get up once more to tell a story later in the evening.
And when you tell stories, do you actually tell stories about what happened to you guys in the last couple of days?
Well, I might tell the story of the flesh monster or the plants at one point. Because I won't be telling any stories. So the sword and the kid and the sword story was something that I have heard, and it's a sort of a bit of a known story. I didn't write that, and I was telling that. But I'm not going to tell any stories that I actually wrote. So I will improvise based on experience. So yes, I will definitely incorporate elements of what happened to us into those stories, but
not a huge dramatization of what actually happened to you. Just incorporated in stories. Yeah, okay.
Incorporated in stories.
Yeah.
So it's not the actual thing that happened, and we're not the leading persons in these stories, but
no, cool. Okay, I understand.
No.
Right. So, well, you all have a really nice evening, except for Thomas, who's just been giving a simple bed very close to Sir Gunther. Sir Gunther is having a nice nap, so he's enjoying himself. And yeah, you guys party on, right? Until,
so I was
deep
the
into
only
the
thing
night?
that I still wanted to mention is that at one point I'm also, if you share stories, then I'm sharing for you, not for the rest of the hall. I'm telling stories about times at court. Like, oh, this reminds me of this one party that we had with that family, and we were doing that, and this crazy noble son did this and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, some
So
deeper insights into Oddleif's life.
Yeah, telling a lot of short stories of things that happened at court.
Once this noble was so drunk.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Awesome.
There was this one time when we all got drunk with the younger kids and we started throwing.
We're gonna end the session here. You guys go to bed eventually, and we'll see what the night brings then, right? Next time.
Dragon Ball Z. Awesome.
Next time.
Also, Petal is there. So. No, Petal stays with Thomas.
Petal is with Thomas, I believe.
Thomas. Yeah. Kiss as well, by the way.
Okay.
Kiss as well.
That's a nice detail. Right. What do you guys think? What did the chat think?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was a
totally
different.
Yeah, totally different from last session, and also awesome. So.
Yeah,
every session has been really different.
Yeah. This wasn't as action-packed, I think, but there was
there was a lot to discuss, and we didn't even hit on everything, and we didn't really try to uncover any new.
No.
New
then what was the whole conversation with Petal?
Well, we did. We learned a lot about the Grove, but what do we actually know about the Grove now?
I think just go there, take a look.
Learned
might be pleasantly surprised.
There's more information. Like, for sure, we got some more information to build on all our brain theories about what the hell is happening in this adventure. But I really liked it, and I also have to mention Eric. What an amazing job on that overlay, because the whole session I just kept staring off to my right where I have a small screen showing the stream just to look at all the details, and I mean I don't want the stream to stop, but once it stops I want a picture of that
I will
so I can just so that I can watch it.
Desktop background now.
Yeah, that's I mentioned that to Eric as well, that we should put it out there.
I love it. There's so much detail in there.
I'll make some files available to you guys tomorrow, and we can see if we can make desktop wallpaper for chat available, maybe.
Yeah.
Keep it for the Patreons.
What Patreons?
Okay.
Sorry, that was
once more
awful.
for chat. Here's the whole image. So take a screenshot, put it on your desktop.
Has been made available.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, chat, again, thanks for joining us this evening. We hope you had a good time. We sure did. And see you again next time.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Till next time, guys.
Like, subscribe, watch the VOD of this episode on YouTube, and if you're already watching this on YouTube, please follow us on Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook.
Oh, that's the other way around. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And remember,
Caw-caw!
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.